Rapids Nation, we are joined by Brandon Brazeau, number 15 in your program. Brandon, how you doing?
Good yourself?
Pretty awesome, thank you. And where have you been quarantining since we went into lockdown here in mid-March?
So I started off at home, just working out at home, stuff like that. And then maybe about a few weeks ago, I transitioned to my buddy's house, and then we've been working out together and trying to make it a bit more fun, you know.
Awesome. And you're in Ontario, though, right?
Yeah, in Ottawa.
Awesome. Okay, cool. And so how has this off-season been different than any of the other off-seasons, if it has, or is it kind of just, business as usual for you?
I mean, it's so like where I train, usually we train every like Monday to Friday, sometimes Saturdays. They put us out with a program on Facebook, and they give you a bunch of like exercises and like different variations. So if you don't have like certain equipment at home to do, so I'm still keeping up with those workouts at home if I can. But other than that, I mean, it's not like you're going to work every day or going up and again doing stuff outside or whatever it is. It's you gotta stay at home and keep your distance and try to work with what you got. So
sure, absolutely, and that's been different. Obviously, that area is a pretty bustling area at the best of times. So I'm imagining it's pretty quiet around there. Are things starting to get back to a little bit normal, though? Have you noticed?
I'd say so. I think we just opened up the first phase or second phase or something. Things are starting to open up and people are starting to see a bit more people around. But I mean, it's getting nicer out, so it's kind of nice to be able to get outside and get some air or go for a run, whatever it is. And
for sure,
go down a bit. But
yeah, for sure. And while you've been inside, have you been watching any TV, any series, anything that's been good that you'd recommend to people?
I mean, before I never hated watching Netflix. Since quarantine, I've watched It's Too Hot to Handle. That one was pretty funny. And then obviously I got on with the Last Dance. That was pretty special to watch.
Yeah, pretty cool series, isn't it?
Yeah, mostly just those two things. But no, I try not to watch too much TV or anything. Just try and do something other than laying in bed watching TV. But
gotcha. Following anybody interesting on social media?
I wouldn't say so. No, I mean, obviously see some NHL stars doing some stuff at home, but other than that, just keeping it low and trying to do the best.
Gotcha. No tub time with PK on Thursday nights?
No.
That guy is pretty special, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Are you're working this summer, or are you just what are you doing in the office?
So when I got back, actually I worked for a week. I worked for my buddy's uncle. He owns an electrical company.
Okay.
So I help out around the shop, just do a bit of labor and stuff. So I worked for a week, and then we got laid off. So hopefully trying to get back into there soon. But I mean, it's still a pretty slow process. So
yeah. No, I think it's hopefully we're going to come out of this pretty well. But I think it's going to take some time for sure for us to get there. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What are your thoughts on the recent announcement from the NHL and the 24-team playoff format?
I mean, like I agree with it. I'd say like if you were to go down to 16, those teams that are like fighting to get that last spot wouldn't have a chance. I mean, still being like a Montreal Canadiens going up against like a fifth seed is kind of like hard for them to do, but at the same time, it's like it's reasonable and it's doable. So I mean, I'd agree with it. So see how it works. But
awesome. Any thoughts on who your favorite is for the Cup?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I like Colorado quite a bit this year. I mean, they've been pretty cool to watch and fun. Yep. I feel like Edmonton could be an underdog coming in. They could really like turn everyone by surprise. But then again, you got Boston. That's just a powerhouse right now. So we'll see how it plays out. But I think it'll definitely be in the East that'll win.
Awesome. Good stuff. And what are your thoughts on the idea of the Maritime Hockey League starting up maybe a little bit later? If it doesn't start on time, it could be as early as the new year from what we're hearing. What are your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, that's a tough thing too about working out, right? You get your program, and throughout the summer we have different phases. So like the first phase is usually just like a preparation phase, and then you get into the more heavy stuff. And then at the end of the summer, towards August, it's more just like cardio and intensity stuff to get back in shape to get on ice. So that part's definitely gonna be different because you're already starting to work out now, and then to change your workouts again and aim for a later date would be hard for everybody. So I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens, but in Ottawa and Ontario, it's two different provinces, right? So like here, I guess we got hit a bit harder than there, so it's hard to compare. But I mean,
yeah, no, I agree, and I think New Brunswick's been pretty fortunate, but I think you look around, Quebec and Nova Scotia, PEI's okay, but you guys are going to be traveling to those areas where right now there's still new cases that are being announced. So hopefully we can get this under control and we can start the season on time. But I guess that'll remain to be seen, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
Been keeping in touch with any of the other guys on the team in the off season?
No, a few guys. I mean, me and Miguel live close to each other, so we keep in touch in there and meet up sometimes and whatever it is. Then I've talked with a bit of Nash, Zars, Arsenal, Bobby quite a bit too. Depends on the day, I guess, but trying to keep in touch with everybody. Guys send stuff in the group chat, so
gotcha.
We're all keeping in touch, but.
So you came to town a little bit later in the season last year, right? So what were your impressions of Grand Falls when you got here?
Yeah, well, I mean, that was a long day. That first day, I ended up leaving Ottawa. I think I got up at 4 a.m., took a plane at 6 a.m., arrived in Toronto. Then from Toronto, went to Moncton. Got to Moncton about 11:30. We were playing on the road in Summerside that night. So Brad picked me up, went had something to eat, went to the rink. And so by the time I got to Grand Falls, it must have been 3, 4 in the morning. So I didn't really get to see it. But then the next day, my first practice was on the outdoor rink out back. So that was kind of different, as a first practice. But no, it's pretty cool. Nice rink. And, you can really tell the fans are really engaged and they like to support the team quite a bit. So that's something that's pretty special to go there, is that everyone buys in,
Yeah, I think we were watching the Hockey 24 there on the weekend, and Reggie Gay was on there, and he was saying that it's like 1,000 fans a game average that we're getting there, and so it's 1 in 6 fans, 1 in 6 people that are going from the town that are going. The town's about 6,000 population.
Yeah,
1 in 6 that are heading to the game. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, for sure, it's pretty cool.
So if you had to be quarantined with any 3 players from your team, and this is not an overnight quarantine now, this is a couple of months that you're going to be stuck with these guys, who are you picking?
I don't know. I mean, Nash is a pretty funny guy. I don't know. I'd say Nash. I'd probably get tired of him after a few days, but eventually probably tone it down. Maybe Matty. Matty's a fun guy. He's pretty funny. He likes to work hard too, so working out wouldn't be a problem there. And I don't know who else. Maybe Bobby or Fallow. Either one of them would be pretty fun. But
okay, cool. And who had the biggest influence on you growing up, and why?
That's a tough question. I mean, no one in my family has ever actually really played hockey. I know my grandpa. He played hockey way back in the day, and I just started skating just like hand skate for 2 or 3 years, and then I said to my mom one morning, I want to get into hockey. So I think it was first year novice must have been. I started playing, and then first game I think I scored a hat trick, and when you're a little kid, you're excited, and took off from there. And then since then, it's mostly just been the whole family supporting me just everywhere I go, especially going across the country and wherever I am, they're always supporting me. So probably my whole family, but probably big influence probably my dad, just always being the backbone and calling him and asking for advice and all that. So yeah, probably my dad.
Right on. And any reason behind the number you wear? Is that a number that you chose that you got some connection to?
I mean, 5th, so I'm born on July 15th. So 15th has always kind of stuck with me. I like 21 quite a bit. Just odd number, and it sounds nice, Yeah. Usually it's 15 or 21. If not, then I usually like to take a high number. Like I took 96 for 2 years when I was younger, because 9 and 6 is 15, and I wanted to have a high number, so that worked. But no, 15, and I try to get 15 everywhere I go. It's just a number that sticks with me, and it's a good number.
Right on. Good. And then the last question that I got for you. You're at the in the Stanley Cup final. You're on the bench just before the game. The camera pans down, stops on you, and it gives you a chance to say hi to somebody. And who's the first person that you're saying hi to?
Oh boy, I mean probably my grandparents, my grandma or grandpa. They really care for me whenever I go away, and they support me with everything. So probably my grandma and grandpa, especially because they're getting older, and so that moment comes around and they're still here, that'd be a special moment for me to celebrate with them, because they always push me and want the best for me and do what's what they need to do to help me out in my life. So probably my grandparents.
Awesome. That's great. And thank you. Thanks for joining me, Brandon. I appreciate you taking some time out of your summer routine here. And best of luck. Stay healthy, and we'll hopefully see you at the beginning of the season. If it's not delayed, we'll see you in September. If it's delayed, we could see you. Who knows when?
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.